law is reason free from passion. Does anyone know who spoke those immortal words? Yes.
Aristotle.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Would you be willing to stake your life on it?
I think so.
What about his life?
I don't know.
Well, I recommend knowing before speaking. The law leaves much room for interpretation, but very little for self-doubt. And you were right. It was Aristotle. Now, I assume all of you have read pages 1 through...
Don't stomp your little last season Prada shoes at me, honey.
For last season. Emmett! He's gay. Enrique is gay.
What?
Warner, what kind of shoes are these?
The black ones.
See?
What are you talking about?
He's gay. He is a Brooks lover. He's making it up.
Wait, back up. How do you know that he's gay?
Gay men know designers. Straight men don't.
You know what? He did leave a shared tape in the pool house one time.
While I appreciate your masterful legal theory, I have a murder trial to attend to. Emmett?
Okay. I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Okay.
Court will come to order.
Mr. Salvatore, do you have any proof that you and Mrs. Wyndham were having an affair?
Only the love in my heart.
Well, if that's all the proof that he has, Your Honor, I think I'm done here.
You may step down.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions, Your Honor. Just give me a couple minutes. Did you ever take Mrs. Wyndham on a date?
Yes.
Where?
A restaurant in Concord where no one could recognize us.
And how long have you been sleeping with Mrs. Wyndham?
3 months.
And your boyfriend's name is?
Chuck.
Right.
Silence!
Pardon me.
Yes, Mr. Salvatore.
I was...
Miss Wyndham, what had you done earlier that day?
I got up, got a latte, went to the gym, got a perm, and came home.
Well, you got in the shower? Yes, Your Honor. Miss Wyndham, had you ever gotten a perm before?
Yes.
How many would you say?
2 a year since I was 12. You do the math.
You know, a girl in my sorority, Tracy Marcinko, got a perm once. We all tried to talk her out of it. Curls weren't a good look for her. She didn't have your bone structure. Oh. But thankfully, that same day, she entered the Beta Delta Pi wet t-shirt contest where she was completely hosed down from head to toe.
Objection. Why is this relevant?
Oh, I have a point, I promise.
Then make it.
Yes. Chutney, why is it that Tracy Marcinko's curls were ruined when she got hosed down?
Because they got wet?
Exactly. Because isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm, at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate?
Yes.
And wouldn't somebody who's had, say, 30 perms before in their life be well aware of this rule? And if in fact you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact, wouldn't you have heard the gunshot? And if in fact you had heard the gunshot, Brooke Wyndham wouldn't have had time to hide the gun before you got downstairs, which would mean that you would have had to have found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
She's my age. Did she tell you that? How would you feel if your father married someone who was your age?
You, however, had time to hide the gun, didn't you, Chutney? After you shot your father.
I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was you walking through the door.
Order, order. Order.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Bailiff, take the witness into custody where she will be charged for the murder of Hayworth Wyndham. In the matter of the state versus Brooke Wyndham, this case is dismissed. Mrs. Wyndham, you're free to go.